How's it going, everyone? Here with another vlog video just to kind of explain what's happening in this series. But the next 5 videos are going to be all from Vietnam. So I started out in the northern part of the country near Hanoi. I flew into Hanoi, Vietnam. It was a really cool experience. It's a big, very busy, bustling city. And I also made my way over to Cat Ba Island in the Gulf of Tonkin, east of Hanoi. And then I went over to Sapa, kind of north, I think it's like northwest of Vietnam, really close to the border, I'm pretty sure, with China. But yeah, that was probably my favorite thing that I did in Vietnam, was doing some trekking in Sapa, which seeing all those rice terraces is really amazing. But yeah, all those videos are coming up next. I also made my way down to Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, and kind of in hindsight, I think maybe that was kind of a bad call, but those were the decisions that I made when I was there, and I'm glad that I ended up going to Ho Chi Minh, but it was, they're very different. I think northern and southern Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City are very different, but yeah, I still had a really good time there. And yeah, I mean, just walking around Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi was an experience in and of itself. Another thing I wanted to bring up was, just as an American traveling around Vietnam, I kind of feel obligated to bring up the Vietnam War, or as they call it in Vietnam, they call it the American War. But I just feel obligated to bring it up. I don't think it's right to just show happy music and videos of traveling and not really bringing it up. It kind of feels like it's still on a lot of people's minds there, and especially talking to other backpackers in hostels, you know, when they meet another American, it kind of becomes a topic of conversation. One of the things that I did do was I visited the War Remnants Museum in Ho Chi Minh City, and it was a museum like none that I've ever visited before. It's yeah, it really affected me too. There's a lot of graphic images and descriptions of events from both the Vietnam War and the First Indochina War that are on there. But yeah, I think in the West, maybe just so in America, it seems like we hide a lot of the gruesomeness of war. We don't like to see our soldiers coming home in caskets. There's a lot of things that we kind of hide from the public because it might hurt the war effort, you know? But this museum, it really affected me, man. And even still to this day, I can think back to a lot of those images. I can't like get them out of my head. But I don't know where I'm going with this conversation. I just think it's important that we're realizing what is happening in a lot of these wars, and it's, you know, a lot of the same bullshit happening today. I would really recommend visiting the War Remnants Museum in Ho Chi Minh City if you're gonna go there. Definitely check it out. Vietnam is a nation that's seen a lot of war, and I think that they kind of just view Americans as sort of just the latest of a long line of aggressors who've tried to force them into submission. And as an American over there walking around, I gotta tell you that I experienced zero animosity towards me from any Vietnamese person while I was over there. And I never lied about where I'm from. I met some other Americans over there that were like, haha, let's just tell them we're from Canada, haha. You know, it's kind of like the running joke, but fuck that, man. I'm not lying about where I'm from. But yeah, definitely check out the War Remnants Museum in Ho Chi Minh City if you're planning to go to Vietnam. I felt very welcome in Vietnam, and I think that speaks a lot to the Vietnamese character and just who they are as a people. I would love to go back, and I hope I do get the opportunity to go back soon. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. So the next 5 videos in this series are all gonna be from Vietnam, so check them out, and we'll catch you in the next one.